Okay, you guys have seen the title. I am going to be viewing all of my completed demons. So let's start with the top levels. Clubstep. I'd say it's a good level. There are a few hard parts for beginners, like a few ship parts, but it's doable. It's very consistent. I did it 4 times in a row once. Overall, a good, easy demon. Nothing much to say. Theory of Everything 2. This level's kind of okay. I haven't really played it as much as Clubstep, but it's another good, consistent, easy demon. Again, nothing much to say. Same with Deadlocked. It's a bit harder than the other two in my opinion. It has some tricky wave sections and transitions, but it's doable. It just takes some practice, but like once you're familiar with all the features in the game, you should be able to do Deadlocked. Now if this is okay with you, for the other demons I might do some practice runs just to like refresh my memory. And we're gonna start with easy demons. The Nightmare and the Lightning Road. These are both good demons if you like want to get a demon done, but they're like kind of free, like, and I wouldn't exactly call them good levels. There's a lot of mirror portals and stuff. They're very outdated, but try them if you want to, I guess. Speed Racer. This level is good. I did this in like 10 minutes because I'd say it's quite an easy demon, but it's a bit less outdated than these two, so I would recommend it as a starter demon. X. This level is pretty good. It has all the different game modes and stuff. It's a good, easy demon to like practice different things. Death Moon. Okay, this level's kind of long. It has some hard parts. It took me like an hour to do. It might even be like a medium demon. It's definitely long and has some hard parts, but again, it's doable. I wouldn't really call it bad. Xstep V2. This is another one of those levels that's outdated, and I only really did it because it's really easy. Platinum Adventure. This is a very good level to do as your first demon. This level, yeah, this is overall a pretty good level. It's not that hard, it's not that outdated, it's a great starter demon. Laser Room. This is another one of those outdated levels, but I didn't do it because it was free, I just did it because I wanted to or something. Xstep. You know, this is another one of those levels that people do because it's free. I actually only did this recently because there was a part at like 24 that I thought was impossible until I figured out an easy way to do it, so I only did this recently, but again, this is just one of those like really easy demons. Problematic. This is a good 9 circles level to practice the wave. I would probably recommend this level. It's also really fun, I'd say. Dear Nostalgist. Okay, this is another level where the difficulty comes from the length, and the main thing I practiced with this level, I beat this a few days ago, is consistency and nerve control. I'd say this is like a good demon to do. It's like a kind of long level. Decode. Okay, this is a good level. It's consistent. I fluked it from 21. I don't really know why the wave was used to be considered really hard because it's not even the hardest part. There are other like weird parts in the middle, but whatever. I guess people weren't good at the wave at the time, but Decode, good level, would recommend. Theory of Everything version 2. This is kind of outdated level. I wouldn't call it a free demon, I just did it to do like the version 2 levels. Impulse, another one of those free demons, just those free outdated demons. Demon Park. I did it because it was the first demon, but it's also outdated. Extinction. This is a really good level. It's really fun, it's challenging, it like tests you on everything. I recommend this level. Demon Mix, another one of those free demons. It's not even featured. Wouldn't really recommend, but it's like it's okay. Ultra Paracosm, another one of those demons that I did just because it's easy. Speed of Light. I actually dropped this level on mobile a few years ago and I returned to it like 2 days ago and I did it in like 20 minutes, which is nice. This is a good level. It has some kind of challenging parts, but if you feel ready, then go for it. Insomnia. This level's weird. I remember I did this on a day where I didn't go to school because I was sick. I actually remember. I don't know why I did this level. I just did it. It's a weird level, but I guess you could try it. I wouldn't really recommend it, but you can try it if you want. Okay, Chaoz Impact. Good level. Very fun. It got demoted to easy even recently. I beat it when it was medium, but it's okay, I guess. Clutterfunk V2, I kind of just did this to do the V2 levels. I'm not sure if I would recommend it. Impact X, I beat this 2 days ago, another good level. Electroman Adventures B2, and another, yeah, it's just a neutral level. Trump Circles, good level. Trump, yes. should be epic rated. I don't know why it's not featured. Buried Angel. This level's a little weird. It's like hard to sight read, but it's kind of, I guess it's kind of fun. It like goes well with the song and stuff. It kind of reminds me of Thanatophobia in a way. We'll get to that level later. Base Knight. Okay, let me just go through this and practice. I don't really remember this. I beat this 2 days ago, but... Oh yeah, this spider transition's a little weird. Oh yeah, an invisible mini-wave portal. Oh yeah, and then we have a really bad part here, because it has like a bunch of blind transitions. I remember the first 25% is kind of annoying on this level. But like, if you practice it, then it's good. Okay, here you jump on the arrows, so it's kind of nice. Okay, so everything from 25 so far has been kind of good, but there were some annoying parts in the first 25. This wave part is cool. This is the bass cave part of the song, and I know I'm weird for saying this, but I actually kind of like bass cave. Oh, yeah, that orb timing, you don't buffer that. Okay, this level's okay. It's not the best level, but it's fine. Maybe like a 6 out of 10 or something. Insane Club, another level I did because it was free. It's quite a bad level. Anarchy, let me just go through this and practice the down bass song. This is another one of those funny songs. It's like good, but it's like weird. It's like good in a weird way. Same goes for the Missing Benefits song. It's good, but like weird. Oh yeah, this level's okay, I guess. I know I beat this 2 days ago, but this level is definitely challenging. The difficulty is kind of concentrated, but it's not really bad. Overall, UFO is sort of a game mode about knowing how many times to click. Which I kind of like, actually. Ooh, triple spikes. Luckily, I didn't mess up on those triple spikes. So, regarding Easy Demons, a lot of these are levels that are outdated and that I did because they were free. Some of them are okay levels, some of them are good levels. Most of these are levels that anyone could try if they want to, but I would recommend them to different people. Now I'm going to review all of my medium demons. Sidestep. I'm just going to run through this in practice mode. So this level tests you on controlling like mini icons, which I guess is a good thing to practice. But it feels a little, I don't know why, but this level feels a little different to most levels when controlling mini icons. Also, there's a bug there, but it doesn't really matter. This level just feels different, like, regarding controlling mini icons. Oh, this duel. And I don't think this duel is bad, it's just kind of learning. I have more things to say about duels later in this video, so... Okay, this level's actually quite good. It feels a little weird, because you have to, like, control the mini icons, but it's good practice, I guess. Or is that one bug in the ball part, but it doesn't matter, because it's at 18%. It's an okay level. Mechanical Showdown. It's overall a good level, but some stuff from 60 to 100 is a little weird, especially the duel. So here are my thoughts on duels. I don't really like a lot of duels because they have a lot of mystery timings, like things that, like, you just don't understand, like why you're dying. So the Sidestep duel was actually built pretty well, like you can sort of understand what's happening. But a lot of duels that have mystery timings are kind of, I don't like them. Chaoz Airflow, great level. It does have a couple choke points, like the 30% ball click and the UFO at like 65, but I fluked like that UFO. I would recommend this. B. Okay, B. I've seen a lot of people do this as their first medium demon. I'm just gonna run through it and practice, and I'm gonna tell you my thoughts on this level. So first of all, this level's kind of object heavy. I'm not really a huge fan of modern levels because of some stuff I talked about in my We Need to Talk video about levels being unnecessarily object heavy. Like, whoever people contributed to Levolution dying actually have an IQ of 12. Because Levolution is good. well, it was like, if I remember correctly, it was designed for like levels to look good and be non-object heavy. Come on, people. If you actually think that's bad, you are genuinely, you should just go to like prison or something because you're too dumb for society. Like, genuinely, like object, like levels that don't respect the object limit are bad. Like, objectively bad. Okay? I'm just gonna put that out there. Respect the object limit, people. Bring back Levolution, everyone. Okay, everything up to here is okay. Oh, yeah. So you have to follow the arrows. You can't really sight read this without the arrows. But I like the bees. I completed this level just because bees are funny. This level's just funny. I'm not really sure if I would recommend it gameplay-wise. And we have... Okay, everything up until here, it's laggy in practice mode, but it's kind of more skill-based than the ship and UFO. Overall, it gives this level like a 5.5 out of 10. Oh no. Yes, go to prison. Go to prison. You called my PC bad, and you, think Levolution is bad. If you read the description, I made a rule about IQs less than 50, and say, you used to be a genius back when you were talking a lot on my Discord server, but over the months, you became really dumb, and I don't really think you belong in my stream chat anymore. I mean, I'm not gonna ban you, but Jesus, you're kinda dumb. Sake. Okay, I'm just gonna go on to the next level. Traction. Okay, this is a kinda good level, I guess. I don't really have anything bad to say about it. The Behemoth. Good level. I don't really like boss fights, but I mean, it's a good level. The boss fight is kind of just guides you. It's not really like, yeah, it's a good level. Final Code. Oh my god, I have so many things to say about this level. It's not a bad level, but it has its flaws. There's a bug at like 9%, but it's like very rare, so don't worry about it. It seems to happen more on higher hertz. And then there's a few choke points, like the 34 transition, and there's like a blue orb at 60% that like, it's bad. Resurrection, good level. Nitrogen, good level. Let me explain something. Levolution not only respects the object limit, but it looks good. Like, it's like perfect. And decoration doesn't even matter. Like, bad decoration is bad, but no decoration, or very little decoration, is fine. What is wrong with people? Okay, now let's go on to hard demons. 9 circles! I guess the wave is good practice. It's a little hard to see and sight read. The hardest part of the pre-drop is the ship, but it gets consistent. Jawbreaker, it's a little weird. There's some memory parts in the pre-drop and the wave is a little frustrating, but it's a satisfying level to play. Fairydust. Fairydust is just the most mid-level ever. It's just Fairydust. Toe 3, good level. It's kind of fun. It has some cool gimmicks. I would recommend this. This is actually my first hard demon. But I had done an insane demon before that. Toe 2 version 2, another mid-level. Actually, I'm gonna do Toe 2 version 2 in practice mode before I talk about Spacelocked. I don't really remember this level very well. Okay, this first cube is easy. Okay, so this level is just like Theory of Everything, but a bit like, it's like literally just a rip-off of Theory of Everything where every part is like a bit like different and harder. By Theory of Everything, I mean Theory of Everything 2. I'm consistent at this ship because of Ultimate Demon Mix. This wave, as EVW said, is harder than it looks because there's some weird click patterns and gravity portals, I guess. Yeah, that can happen. And then there's a click pattern here that's a little bit tricky to get down unless you're good. I died a few times with this ship. Okay, then this cube is easy, and then the ship after is hard. If I remember correctly, everything after this ship isn't too bad. Let me just pass this once. Come on, that isn't that bad. Past me. I remember that ship being difficult, but as I said, I don't remember this level very well, so I don't know. Okay, and then everything else is just fine, I guess. This is a rip-off Theory of Everything 2, where everything's different and buffed. It's a very mid-level. I'm not sure I would recommend it. Okay, as I said, I have a lot to say about Spacelocked, so we're doing this in practice mode. So this pre-drop is easy. Okay, everything here is fine. Oh, this UFO sucks, because the transition is so awkward. Like, you have to... Like, the boss fight literally starts, like, right as you enter the portal like that, so it's, like, really hard. Like, if you wait even a little bit, you die. And I'm just gonna share my thoughts on boss fights. This is one of the things I had to say about this level. I don't like boss fights, and that's because they don't really fit into Geometry Dash. Like, it's just memory gameplay. I don't like boss fights. In the case of the behemoth, I guess the boss fight is fine, but I don't like boss fights. I swore Molten Gear would be like an S tier level for me if it weren't for boss fights. Okay, and this is what I mean about duels having mystery timings. I remember doing this level, and a lot of these duels were like really hard to figure out for me, and then the boss fight ships in the middle, I didn't really like them. Oh yeah, the first part of this duel was so weird for me, like, and then these pink orbs were also weird for me to figure out. This level's weird. The duels are kind of, have a lot of mystery timings which are bad, and then the UFO at 30 is fine, but everything else about this level is great. Now I have even more thoughts on this level before we move on. Not really about this level, but about Laser Blitz in general. This is really sad, okay? Every Laser Blitz level is super duel heavy. Even Quest for Perfection, which is just a Cataclysm remake, it's almost like you put the duel there on purpose. And if Laser Blitz would make levels without duels, they would be so fun, and yet he makes all of his levels extremely duel heavy. Okay, I guess Auditory Breaker doesn't have duels, but that's an extreme demon, and Sonic Wave is like so boring, so oh my. Dude, I just want Laser Blitz to make levels that aren't duel heavy, okay? Jesus. Rebellion, okay. Good memory demon. Rebellion's a good memory demon. It has a lot of cool gimmicks. It's a nice level. I'm gonna go through Rebellion in practice mode. This first cube isn't that bad. This UFO is, you have to memorize the click pattern. This ship isn't that bad. The hardest part of the level for me is actually the way that like 30%. Like, I spent like an hour like learning that. I don't even remember how to do it, so. Dude, if I actually remember this. Yeah, I don't think I'm going the right way. This UFO. As I said, UFO is all about knowing how many times to click. Yeah, more memory gameplay. Okay, I have a lot to talk about regarding this part. I hate these cube parts, fast-paced, where you have to buffer clicks. Like, I'll show you what I mean. Like, you have to buffer that blue orb, and it's really hard to buffer it because it's going so quickly. Like, there's an extreme demon called Frightful Melody, and there's like a green orb at 2% that makes me realize that I absolutely suck at buffering clicks at fast speed. Like, it's actually horrible. Like, straight up. Like, it's nice if you can buffer a click, but if you have to buffer a click and it's at fast pace, it's bad. How do I remember what to do? What the? Okay, everything after this boss fight, which I don't like, gets easier. That's all I have to say. Deadly Clubstep. Okay, I also have a few things to say about this level. This level, okay, the cube parts have a lot of memory stuff. It took me a little bit to learn this part, but this first cube is super consistent. Like, you end up passing it every time. Yeah, this part's a little learny. This ship is kind of weird. That ship is kind of hard, actually. It's very learny. This part's not that bad. And this part, the timings are hard, especially this part. This is what I mean about this level having, especially this one. This is what I mean about this level having choke points. Most parts, like, you do, like, every time once you've learned them, and then there's, like, two, like, really hard, like, singular percentages. And then a lot of, like, learning stuff. So the reason why I beat this level is because some guy made a list of demons, like, in a video about how to beat extremes, and I just blindly followed it. I honestly don't know how I beat this one. It was my second hardest. Okay, this part's a little hard. And then here's the second choke point. Yeah, this part's really bad. Not bad, but like hard. Like, I swear I like passed this like... Even now, dude. I haven't gotten better, but like, yeah. It's still hard. I haven't gotten better at this game since I beat Deadlocked, okay? I died here like twice. It was so bad. I remember almost dying at this last ship. That would have sucked, dude. That would have sucked. Doomsday II. I did this because some videos said I had to because it was memory practice. It's not the best level, but I just did it. Insane Demons! Supersonic, good level. It has a few choke points like the 66 ship and the like 88 cube, but it's not that bad. Windy Landscape. All three of these levels are good first Insane Demons, but they have their own hard parts. Acropolis, the first 25% is kinda hard, but the rest is like easy demon. Windy Landscape, the second half is more consistent. Supersonic, it's overall a good level, but it has a few hard parts in the second half. Also, I forgot to mention the Supersonic duels have a few mystery timings, which I really don't like. Ultimate Demon Mix, I love this level for some reason. It's just really fun to play. Like, you can get far really often, so it's a fun level. It's kind of second half heavy, but it's good. Poltergeist, this level's weird. Like there's a lot of like choke points in Poltergeist. I wouldn't really recommend it. Firewall, I like this level. Again, it has some choke points. Firewall is another good level, but it has a few choke points, like 26, but it's fun. Night Terrors, really good level. 100% recommended, like even as a new hardest. This is like the best level ever. Like, I'm not even kidding. Plasma Pulse. This is a good level apart from the 60 duel. That part's just RNG, but it's fine. Thanatophobia. Okay, finally a level where I have stuff to say. Extreme Demon. Okay, this should be an Extreme Demon. This is not an Insane Demon. Okay, I'm gonna go through this in practice and we're gonna talk about it. This level's really satisfying to play, okay? The satisfyingness of this level is unmatched. Like, for real. But, this ship part, like, ruins it all. Like, this ship part is just... Like, why would you put this at the beginning? It, like, you have to go through this every attempt, and it's really boring, because this... And it's even harder because you can't even see anything. Like, this ship part is, like, unironically the hardest part of the level. And then everything else is satisfying. It's, like, really satisfying to play. But there are a few problems. There are some things that don't feel 100% consistent. There are some... Especially because this is the kind of level where you can't see and there's a bunch of game mode changes. There are some mystery timings, especially in the drop. It's not, like... It's a little bit... This level's a little bit bad just because you can't see in a lot of parts. Which is a reason why I really like Carnage mode. Carnage mode is like my third favorite Extreme Demon. And another thing about this level, I don't like the fact that this level has no wave in it. I guess I'm gonna have a lot to say about these levels. Here's Cataclysm. This first cube's easy, nothing to say. Like, even if you're like a newbie, you can still do it. This wave. It took me a very long time of playing before I did this wave for the first time, but it's like, you basically die at like 11 to 14, like 99% of the time. Like, I'm not even kidding, like. Nice that I just did that. Okay, this ship, there's a click pattern you've got to learn. Again, a click pattern you've got to learn. Everything from, like, 14 to 40. You just have to learn the click pattern. That's, like, literally all I have to say. Oh, this part's really hard. This whole straight fly transition mess thing. Yeah. That part, like, literally half of my attempts on this level are practicing that. This part's not that bad, but it's very chokeable. This part's a nice break, I guess, but you can still die. It's not free, but it's one of the easier parts of the level. And then this ship. The reason why I like this ship is because it's like, you're gonna die here a lot, which means you're gonna have a lot of chances to get far, and like this level's gonna give you like a lot of adrenaline, so yeah, that's kind of cool, I guess. I like the adrenaline aspect of this game. I just liked getting to this ship frequently. It felt really good. It made this level really fun in this way. Just don't die here, please. If you die anywhere past 75, your experience with this level will be ruined. I didn't die there, but I know for a fact that if I had died here, I would have been angry like until I beat this level. So I'm very lucky for that. The ultimate phase. Okay, I have a few things to say about this level. So I know Sake doesn't like this level because it's unbalanced and the gameplay is bad. I don't think the gameplay is bad. I do think it's unbalanced. I think that's the main flaw with this level. But actually, once you're consistent at everything, this level is actually really fun because you get far like really often because like the only hard part is the ship. So you're getting to like 70 every few minutes and it's like really fun. It's the same. This is like the same reason why I like Cataclysm. It's just really fun. Like once you're like, it's kind of frustrating to learn and everything gets consistent, but once you're good at this level, it's really fun. That's my thoughts on this. Hypersonic! Oh boy, I spent 3 months on this level. Oh my god, this level was an experience. Jesus. This level is kind of fun. It has some weird parts like the 49 spider and Flax part, which is kind of weird, but it's okay, I guess. AcropoliX, this level is easy because you just have to get to 25 like 10 times and then you've beaten it. Like, it's literally, like, okay. I don't know how people find AcropoliX harder than these levels. AcropoliX is so free. It's like a freaking hard demon because you literally, the first 25 is hard, but you just have to get past that like 10 times and then you've beaten it because everything else is so consistent. Like, I don't know why people find this level like as hard as A Bizarre Phantasm. Like, it's not that hard. I was talking a lot in this video and I was like rambling very loudly because I'm kind of, yeah, my opinions are kind of. So here's the main stuff to take away from here. I'm just gonna create a level in the editor and I'll tell you my thoughts on everything. So, let's start with speed. I generally like slow-paced stuff. When it comes to fast-paced stuff, I don't like fast-paced stuff if it's cube gameplay, because generally fast-paced cube gameplay has really annoying buffer clicks. Like, it's like really annoying to buffer clicks at high speed in a cube part. I even made a level once. I don't know if I can find it because I made it unlisted, but let's... Yeah, I made this unlisted level. I don't think Sake read the description of this. I don't think he really understood the point. But it's like really annoying to buffer inputs like this. I'm also gonna play Frightful Melody to show you what I mean. This is a good level, okay? But I mean, I really don't like what I really don't like about this level is the pre-drop. The pre-drop is really fast-paced, and I don't like having to constantly play fast-paced gameplay. Like, levels should start slow, and it's okay if there's, like, fast waves in the middle of the level and stuff, but I generally don't like fast cube parts, and I generally don't like fast parts at the beginning of any level. Okay? And then this green orb right here is terrible. You have to buffer to hit these spikes, and I just don't like having to buffer clicks. Like, it just sucks. Actually, I should have finished that attempt. Now we're going to continue talking about my thoughts on this game in general. Two-player mode bad. Ship is kind of fun, I guess. It's fun to like learn to like control a ship. Like if you're a beginner, you're not going to be able to control the angle very precisely. But like The main thing about the ship is control. Like, I'm just gonna put this at like a random angle and see if I can see how good I am at controlling it. Okay, not bad, I'd see. Yeah, ship is all about control, and I kinda like it. My thoughts on Cube, I already said. It shouldn't be fast-paced. Cube. Ball. Ball is mostly a game mode about timing. It's kinda generic. UFO. I really like UFO because it's all about counting clicks. Like I'll do like 2, 1, 3, 4. Like you put obstacles in here, and then the player would have to like figure out how many times to click, which I kinda think is a cool concept. So I remember it was 2, 1, 3, 4. Now let's do 2, 1, 3, 4, and it works. So yeah, I like this. Now, Wave. I think Wave is cool. Nepesta likes Wave. Wave is another game mode. Not really about control, but like there's many different wave patterns. Like there's double clicks, there's spam. You can go up and down like this. There's different angles, just like the ship. And there's also like consistency. Yeah, there's many different patterns of the wave to learn. So yeah, it takes a lot of practice to get good at wave. It's a cool game mode. Robot. Robot's all about clicking for the right amount of time. It has a lot of micro clicks and stuff. It's like very muscle memory based, and I like the muscle memory aspect of this game, so I'm not going to complain. Spider. Spider is weird because it's often easy to like click too early, and it's also one of those timing based game modes. Spider's a little weird. I think Ball is just very generic because it's like unnecessary if like Spider exists. Now I'm gonna talk about Mini. It's just about control, just like the ship. Like I talked about this when I was reviewing Sidestep. Like you can control that angle, kind of. But you have to learn to do that, and it's kind of even harder with Mini. Like, but you'll get it. Duel. I already said multiple times, I don't like duels that have mystery timings. Like, in Spacelocked and Laser Blitz levels and stuff. I don't like it. The Sidestep duel is good, but, like, yeah. Also, we're just gonna talk about... Gravity portals are okay. I guess they're kind of unnecessary, but they're fine. And then reverse mirror portals, just remove them from your level. They're bad, okay? Like, you're literally just flipping the screen over. It doesn't even contribute to the game. Mirror portals, bad. And now, before we leave, I'm just gonna talk about my thoughts on one more thing. Respect the object limit! Okay, the object limit's actually 80,000, but respect the object limit, respect the object limit, respect the object limit, respect the object limit, respect the object limit. Okay? Respect the object limit. Levolution was good. You make levels look good while having less objects. Levolution. Just bring Levolution back. Just respect the object limit. Just make LDMs that aren't layouts that don't have bugs. And make tutorials on how to make LDMs. Okay? Respect the object limit. You don't know how many times I've gotten into arguments on the internet about the object limit, okay? Just respect the object limit. Respect the object limit. Respect the object limit. I'm literally gonna make like a 10-hour video of me saying respect the object limit, okay? Because it's important. Respect the object limit, okay? Okay, and one more thing before I wrap this video up. Levels which have bad gameplay are harder, okay? Take 8.0 and Ultraviolet as an example. Those are not good levels, and therefore should be considered harder. Because, yes, yeah. Levels that aren't good should be considered harder. It's just a fact, okay? I mean, I've basically said everything I have to say. Okay, I'm sorry about my rant earlier. I'm just going to explain why people should respect the object limit. It's because, 1, the object limit makes levels lag. 2, it puts unnecessary effort on the creator to create a bunch of decoration, which isn't what this game is about. This game is about muscle memory and precision. I talked about most of the game modes, how they basically incorporate muscle memory and precision in their own little ways, and it's nice. Yeah, I should respect the opinions of others, but Jesus, people in this community are dumb. This is going to be a lot like this We Need to Talk video, but this community is actually really dumb. Like, the average IQ of this community is 21, like, straight up. Like, they think more effort is good, when more effort actually is unnecessary. Like, a level with no decoration should get rated. If a level has shit decoration, it shouldn't get rated. But if it's a layout with really like, it should have to have really fun gameplay. That should be a requirement. But decoration should only be a requirement for a level to be epic rated, okay? And then featured, I don't really know what the featured standard should be, but yeah. Yeah, that's why I think people should respect the object limit. It puts less effort on the creator, it makes levels lag less, and this game is about gameplay after all. You know what? I'm just gonna end the stream now.